Welcome, everyone, to today's Explainer. We're stepping into a truly, deeply evocative moment in history today. We're going to be exploring the immense emotional weight of Jesus' final hours. So we'll break down the profound themes of this journey, setting a highly respectful tone as we really examine those critical moments right before the crucifixion. Let's get right into it. Okay, let's dive into this. Have you ever truly stopped to wonder what Jesus actually experienced during those final 24 hours before the crucifixion? I mean, really think about it. We're placing ourselves right at the threshold of literally one of the most significant moments ever recorded in human history. 24. Just 24 remaining hours. Let's just sit with that for a second. Imagine the absolute gravity of that time frame. The temporal stakes here are just incredible. We aren't looking at an entire lifetime. We are intensely focused purely on a singular rotation of the Earth, a day that's going to carry a weight unlike any other. Section 1. The Upper Room, an atmospheric setting. Before we completely unpack the timeline, we really need to visualize the exact setting where this pivotal journey begins. Picture it. Rich, warm, candlelight, pushing back the heavy shadows of ancient Jerusalem at night. Just imagine this incredibly vivid environment where literally every speck of dust in the air is illuminated. It builds this tremendously emotional, almost heavy atmosphere. And right in the center of that vivid light, we see him, Jesus Christ, wearing a white robe and a blue mantle. And notice the absolutely crucial detail here. He's sitting entirely alone in the upper room. Even knowing what's coming, the atmosphere established right at the start is one of profound, solitary contemplation. Section 2. The final 24 hours, the temporal stakes. Now, what's really interesting about this contrast is how beautifully two entirely different states of being collide. On one hand, you've got the physical stillness, right? The disciples waiting silently in this incredibly tense, earthly moment. But on the other side, you have the monumental stakes. These are the hours that changed human history forever. The sheer scale of what's happening completely, totally dwarfs the silence in that room. Section 3. A history-changing journey beyond an earthly life. So the crucial point is that this brings us to a massive concept. These final hours, they weren't merely the end of a biographical timeline. These were not just the last hours of his earthly life. It's a deliberate pivot, really pushing us to realize that this 24-hour window isn't just an ending. Actually, scratch that. It's more like a definitive threshold that permanently altered human existence. Section 4. The Path of Love, Unpacking the Motivation. And this brilliantly illustrates that if the stakes are this high and the journey is this monumental, well, it demands an answer to the core question, why? Why did he choose to walk the path? The journey gets broken down here into its smallest, most agonizing components. Every single step, every solitary prayer, every drop of suffering. It really shows us the incredibly comprehensive nature of this sacrifice. Nothing is wasted. Absolutely everything has a purpose. And right here is that exact purpose. He was filled with love unlike anything the world had ever known. This is where the whole thing crystallizes for us. That unprecedented love was the intrinsic motivation behind every single step, every prayer in the dark, and every drop of suffering. It wasn't about obligation, It was a profound love completely foreign to the world's standard understanding. Section 5. Walking beside him, the invitation. Let's move to and see how this builds, because we aren't just meant to observe this history-changing night from afar like it's some historical spectacle. There's a powerful invitation extended directly to us. Tonight, we walk beside Jesus through his final journey. After establishing those crushing temporal stakes and that unprecedented motivation of love, we're essentially being asked to step into that warm candlelight and conceptually join him. And that leaves us with this final, truly vital question to reflect on. If we accept this invitation, what does it truly mean for us to walk beside him through a history-changing journey driven purely by unprecedented love? Just consider the incredible historical and emotional gravity of that night. Keep reflecting on exactly why Jesus walked the path. I'll leave you to think on that.